Hey YouTube, Berserker Nick. I'm down here at my local trails. It's rained a bunch. I was planning on riding today. I wanted to check it out, make sure everything wasn't like all crazy slick. And then found out they're going to be doing a race today. So I guess I'm not getting any riding in, but that's cool. I'm going to end up trying to film some of that if I can. But I did want to give you guys an update on some of the jumps. So if you come down here to Fort Dodge, Iowa, our jump line is looking pretty sick. I mean, it's not super huge jumps, but we got some long tabletops that you can bust some tricks out on, you know, and some pretty sweet trails up here. So if you guys check them out, dude, you guys will fall in love. I'm going to try to see if I can figure out how to flip my phone around and get a little footage of these dirt jumps before anyone gets on them. This way I don't get ran over. All right. So I got it flipped around. Here we go. There's some of the first tabletop. There's a smaller one next to it. Over here, that's over on this side over here is like the smaller jumps, the beginner jumps, stuff like that. This is more my speed. Right here with this bigger stuff. You know, and of course it's got some nice itchy grasses growing along it, so if you wreck, you definitely learn. I'd say this one is probably about maybe 16 to 18 foot long, so that's pretty nice. You can either double up and hit that little roller and do a smaller tabletop, or you can pop into this longer one, which is pretty sweet. And of course it's not very long. It's got a nice slope down to it, so even if you're not used to hitting bigger jumps, you're not going to get that feeling of casing it when you land on top. So let me back up a little bit. Get good. My phone isn't really doing it justice. I wish I had a stick to put next to it. The lip is about, I'd say, maybe 4 foot, 4.5 foot. And then, as you can see, the smaller table next to it. And it goes into these nice rollers. You can either hit this as a double, as like a small double, or you can roller over it. Every time I hit it, I try to do like a little nose wheelie off of it, and then I attempted to manual over it, but I wrecked last time I tried that. But I've seen a couple other people be able to pull that off, and I've tried it, and you know, I don't mind wrecking. Wrecking's fun. Wrecking teaches you not to wreck. So as you can see, some of these roped off areas, that's part of the race stuff going on. So there's a nice big rollover. If someone pumps that real hard, right here, if you pump that real hard, if you have plenty of speed, you can actually double that 2 sections over here. That's actually 2 singles. You can actually double that if you get enough pump on your roll. So if you come down this smaller line and you just pump over everything just to build speed, you can double that down there, which is pretty sweet. And then I'm standing on the lip of a double right now, and if you can tell by looking down, I'm up here a little ways, so it's pretty sweet. I'd say this is probably just maybe a 10-foot gap, which is a nice little pop. And then if you see, it leads into a berm, which is nice, so it slows you down instead of going out into the road. Because once in a while they have some construction going on here, and there's a construction company down here, and they got some other stuff. So it's a lot of fun. I know I'm kind of rambling. I will be out here later to check out the race. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna try to get my GoPro and a couple stands and stuff like that, so I'm gonna try to set it up so I'm right at the beginning of where the jumps are, so I can film everybody hitting the jumps. If you can see the handrail over there, I'm gonna try to get myself positioned over at the end of the handrail over here so I'm not in the way of any racers, and I'll have a good angle at everybody hitting jumps. Let's walk down the ramp and then back up. Come over here. You can see there's a bunch of like old tubes and stuff like that. This stuff's what's been being used as filler inside the ramps to keep them firm. This way they're not spending a ton of money on fill dirt being shipped in, so that's pretty awesome. And it helps whoever get rid of this stuff too, so that's pretty sweet. But I hope you guys like what's going on. Hope you guys think what's cool, that it's all good and cool. So hope you guys are having an awesome weekend. Hope you guys have an awesome week. Keep shredding.